Now I'm being told I need a third turbocharger, a new engine, and an entire exhaust system.
There's nothing quite like that sinking feeling when you realize your new car isn't living up to expectations. The excitement of driving off the lot fades fast when reality sets in, and suddenly every trip becomes a reminder of what could have been. Consumer Reports puts out an annual survey that cuts straight to the heart of the matter. They ask thousands of actual car owners one simple but revealing question. Knowing what you know now, would you still buy the same vehicle? The responses paint a clear picture of which models leave buyers with serious second thoughts. What we're looking at today are the vehicles that scored lowest in owner satisfaction. These aren't just minor annoyances or nitpicks. We're talking about significant issues ranging from weak performance and frustrating technology to reliability problems that have owners spending more time at the service center than on the open road. Number 10. Nissan Altima. Nissan gave the Altima a fresh look for the 2023 model year with updates that included a redesigned front grille, modern LED lighting, and an upgraded 12.3-inch touchscreen featuring wireless Apple CarPlay on certain trim levels. On first glance, the changes seemed meaningful, but the daily driving experience told a different story. The CVT transmission stands out as the primary source of frustration. Owners consistently describe it as unresponsive and rough, with the engine revving high while the car struggles to actually accelerate. The disconnected feeling between pressing the accelerator and getting actual forward motion creates an unsettling driving experience. Reliability concerns add to the disappointment. Reports of unexpected power loss have cropped up, along with engine and transmission troubles appearing far earlier than anyone would reasonably expect. The updated infotainment system, despite being newer, still causes headaches with screens that freeze up and Bluetooth connections that drop without warning. When Consumer Reports tallied up the responses, 52% of Altima owners said they wouldn't choose this car again if given the chance to decide once more. Number 9. Audi Q8 e-tron. The electric luxury SUV segment seemed like a natural fit for Audi when they refreshed their e-tron lineup in late 2022, rebranding it as the Q8 e-tron. The company added a performance-oriented SQ8 variant and refined the styling while maintaining the quiet, tech-focused cabin that luxury buyers expect. All-wheel drive and air suspension came standard. The ingredients were there for success. The charging experience, though, became a major sticking point. Owners report inconsistent performance with home charging setups, compatibility issues at public charging stations, and real-world range that falls noticeably short of advertised figures. Some drivers say they're barely reaching 150 miles on a full charge, which creates range anxiety that defeats much of the purpose of owning an electric vehicle. Technology glitches compound the problem. The infotainment system locks up randomly, sensors throw phantom errors, and the whole system occasionally needs a reboot just to function normally. These aren't the kinds of issues people expect when paying luxury prices. Factor in the high cost of ownership and multiple recalls related to software problems, and the premium experience starts feeling less premium by the day. When asked if they'd buy the Q8 e-tron again, 53% of owners answered with a firm no. Number 8. Infiniti QX60. Infiniti revealed the 2026 QX60 in May 2025, but the regrets we're examining come from owners of the 2024 and 2025 model years. For a brand that positions itself in the luxury segment, the ownership experience has fallen short of expectations. The 2024 model year brought a significant powertrain change. Infiniti dropped the V6 engine in favor of a 2.0-litre turbocharged four-cylinder with variable compression technology. The move looked smart on paper, promising improved efficiency with modern engineering. The execution left many owners cold. Drivers described the new engine as both underpowered and unrefined. The requirement for premium fuel eliminates any potential savings at the pump, and the overall character just doesn't match what buyers expect from a luxury SUV. The driving experience feels compromised rather than enhanced. Reliability problems have been widespread and severe. Owners report major warranty work, electrical system failures, brake issues, and repeated trips back to the dealership for the same problems. One owner detailed repair records showing $17,000 worth of warranty work, only to have the vehicle continue malfunctioning. After months of frustration, the dealer finally agreed to repurchase the vehicle. Consumer Reports found that 54% of QX60 owners regret their purchase decision. Number 7. Mercedes-Benz C-Class. The three-pointed star on the hood usually signals prestige and quality, but the redesigned C-Class that arrived in 2022 has left a surprising number of owners questioning their choice. The exterior styling is genuinely attractive, the technology package is extensive, and the interior borrows heavily from the flagship S-Class. All the luxury markers are present. The advanced technology that's supposed to impress instead becomes a source of constant irritation. Owners complain about infotainment systems that glitch out, crash entirely, or display blank screens, sometimes within the first few weeks of ownership. Too much of the driving experience depends on software that simply isn't refined enough for daily use. Ownership costs have shocked many buyers. Even standard maintenance visits can feel unreasonably expensive, and electrical gremlins appear far more frequently than anyone expects at this price point. For a car that promises sophistication and refinement, the reality involves more rough edges than anyone wants to deal with. When Consumer Reports surveyed C-Class owners about whether they'd make the same purchase again, 55% said they would not. Number 6. Toyota Corolla Cross. The Corolla Cross looks like an easy win on paper. Toyota's reputation for reliability combined with affordable pricing and practical SUV packaging should create satisfied customers. Instead, many owners find themselves underwhelmed by the everyday driving experience. The suspension setup transmits road imperfections directly into the cabin. Every bump, crack, and rough patch of pavement gets amplified rather than absorbed, making the ride quality noticeably harsh compared to competitors. Smooth roads feel fine, but real-world driving conditions expose the limitations. Under the hood sits a basic 2.0-litre four-cylinder engine paired with a CVT transmission. The combination produces a droning noise during acceleration and feels genuinely slow when merging onto highways or tackling hills. The powertrain lacks the refinement and responsiveness that even modest expectations would suggest. The interior disappoints as well. Seats provide minimal support and comfort, particularly on longer drives. Backseat passengers get squeezed for legroom, and the materials used throughout the cabin, especially in base trims, feel cheap to the touch. Storage space is limited, and the infotainment system feels dated compared to what other manufacturers offer at similar price points. Despite Toyota's stellar reliability reputation, 55% of Corolla Cross owners told Consumer Reports they regret the decision. Number 5. Nissan Sentra. The Sentra attracts buyers with two compelling features: a low price tag and good fuel economy numbers. For shoppers working within tight budgets, it appears to offer practical transportation without breaking the bank. The ownership experience, however, reveals meaningful compromises. While recent Sentra generations have improved over their predecessors, CVT transmission issues continue appearing. Drivers report shuddering sensations, hesitant acceleration, and generally sluggish performance when trying to merge or climb grades. The 2024 model year added concerns about a potential driveshaft defect that could cause sudden power loss. Inside, the cabin handles basic transportation duties without offering much to get excited about. Materials feel inexpensive, road noise intrudes noticeably at highway speeds, and the infotainment system occasionally lags or freezes. The Sentra accomplishes the fundamental task of getting from one place to another on a budget. But many owners feel the trade-offs in performance and overall refinement weren't worth the money saved up front. Consumer Reports found that 56% of Sentra owners wouldn't buy it again given another chance. Number 4. Mazda CX-90 PHEV. Mazda's first plug-in hybrid SUV generated significant interest when it launched. The CX-90 PHEV represented new territory for the brand, but the 2024 model year brought frustrating problems from the very beginning. Electrical system failures stand out as the most alarming issue. Some owners experienced electrical leakage errors within days of taking delivery, leaving them stranded with a vehicle that needed towing. Multiple dealership visits within the first few weeks became common, with long waits for service appointments and replacement parts. These weren't isolated incidents, but widespread problems that raised serious red flags about quality control. Consumer Reports assigned the CX-90 PHEV a reliability score of just 15 out of 100, reflecting the early teething problems and rocky introduction of this new powertrain. The drivetrain itself draws criticism for feeling unpolished. The wet clutch automatic transmission delivers jerky and hesitant acceleration, particularly when switching between gasoline and electric power. The transitions that should be seamless instead feel clumsy and unrefined. The ride quality suffers as well. The suspension feels overly stiff, and the added weight of the hybrid battery system amplifies bumps and road imperfections. Rather than delivering the premium experience buyers expect, the CX-90 PHEV often feels harsh and unsettled. When asked if they'd make the same purchase decision again, 59% of CX-90 PHEV owners said absolutely not. Number 3. Volkswagen Taos. The Taos presents well initially. It's compact, efficient, and offers more interior space than its size suggests. But many owners find their positive first impressions don't hold up over time. Transmission problems top the list of complaints, particularly in all-wheel drive models equipped with a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic. Owners describe it with colorful language ranging from clunky to drunk. The transmission hesitates in stop-and-go traffic, lurches unexpectedly, and seems confused when operating at lower speeds. Volkswagen apparently recognized the issue as they're replacing this transmission with an 8-speed automatic in the 2025 refresh. The brake system causes its own set of headaches. Numerous drivers report needing rear brake pad replacements at shockingly low mileage, sometimes as early as 12,000 miles. Dealers have acknowledged the problem stems from smaller rear brake pads compared to the fronts. Additional issues including electrical quirks, frozen infotainment screens, and occasional engine stalling appear frequently in owner forums and complaint databases. Consumer Reports found that 61% of Taos owners regret their purchase decision. Number 2. Jeep Compass. The Compass has the look down. It's compact, stylish in a rugged way, and carries the Jeep badge, though it's not built for serious off-road use. Unfortunately, that's where the positives largely end. The 9-speed automatic transmission creates constant frustration. Owners report hesitant shifting, awkward downshifts, and jerky behavior that's especially noticeable in stop-and-go traffic. One driver described random lurching forward even while cruising on the highway, which creates obvious safety concerns. Brake problems follow closely behind transmission complaints. Rear pad replacements needed at very low mileage are common, along with persistent squealing and grinding that continues even after dealership service visits supposedly fix the issue. The Uconnect infotainment system brings its own problems. Screens freeze, sensors trigger false warnings, and dashboard lights illuminate for no apparent reason. Some owners experience complete no-start situations and electrical alerts within their first month of ownership. Resale value takes a hit as well. The Compass's questionable reliability record causes faster depreciation compared to competitors from Japanese and Korean manufacturers, making it a poor long-term investment. When Consumer Reports asked if they'd buy it again, 62% of Compass owners gave it a hard no. Number 1. Jeep Grand Cherokee Plug-in Hybrid 4xe. Another Jeep takes the top spot, and not in a good way. The Grand Cherokee 4xe earned the distinction of being the least satisfying new vehicle in Consumer Reports' annual survey. Jeep's flagship plug-in hybrid had everything going for it on paper: off-road capability, electric driving range, and upscale features. The reality involved far more problems than pleasant driving experiences. Electrical issues dominate the complaint list. Owners report vehicles suddenly shutting down while driving, warning lights flashing across the entire dashboard, and the vehicle entering limp mode that severely limits functionality. Multiple towing incidents aren't uncommon among 4xe owners. The 12-volt battery proves equally unreliable. Even after dealer replacements, many owners found identical problems returning within weeks, creating a frustrating cycle of temporary fixes that don't actually solve anything. Then came the recall that really shook confidence. Jeep issued a fire risk recall related to faulty high-voltage batteries, advising owners to stop charging their vehicles and park them outside until repairs could be completed. That's not the kind of notice anyone wants to receive about their expensive new vehicle. Software glitches, transmission bugs, and inconsistent dealer support round out the extensive list of grievances. When Consumer Reports asked owners if they'd choose this model again, a staggering 66% said they absolutely would not. Every vehicle has strengths and weaknesses, but when more than half of owners say they wouldn't buy the same model again, that signals meaningful problems worth considering. If this breakdown helped you avoid a potential mistake or gave you valuable insights, show some support with a like. Subscribe for more honest automotive content, real owner experiences, and straightforward rankings that skip the marketing hype. Drop a comment if there's a vehicle you think deserved a spot on this list. Thanks for reading, and I'll catch you next time.